Hello everyone, how have you all been? Sorry for not being able to post last Friday as we were on a holiday to Paris for Easter for a good 5 days time, which is relaxing being away from home. But we kept ourselves very active with it being a city break, exploring Paris to all that we could. With it being our very first visit to Paris and to what we have been hearing from our friends who travelled so far to Paris, expressing difficulty in getting vegetarian food, so I thought of making a few pre-mixes before setting off. So some of quick, long-lasting recipes that can be taken on holiday and easy to make as well. So I start off making a dough ready with 1.5 cup of wheat flour, a tablespoon of barnyard millet flour, pinch of salt, a teaspoon of sesame oil, til ka tel, yellenne, water to knead the dough. I give a good knead to the dough and then cover it up for a rest until I prep all the other recipes. I soak in handful of tamarind in water and set it to boil until the water starts bubbling. This way the pulp will be quite thick, also yielding a lot. I'm going to use the tamarind pulp later to make gojju. But now I have potatoes that are boiled and I'm going to mash them to make a stuffing for parathas. I have fresh dill leaves that I'm going to finely chop. In a pan with around a tablespoon of oil, 4 green chilies, 2 big onions finely chopped. When they change color, half a bunch of dill leaves, sabaske soppu. We'll let the leaves get cooked at least for 3 minutes time. And then add in a tablespoon of washed kasuri methi, a teaspoon of dhania powder, jeera powder, amchur powder, garam masala, salt to taste, and then I add in the mashed potatoes, which are around 5. I have dry roasted very fine semolina, just a small cup measurement to add into the stuffing. Now the reason here is to add the semolina is of course a different taste, but majorly to make the parathas even more heavier, that will keep you going on for a longer time, especially when you're on a holiday. So the parathas will have wheat flour, barnyard flour, potatoes and semolina as well, which will last in your tummy for a good amount of time. I add in a few drops of lime to finish off. I kept the stuffing in the fridge, in which way all the moisture will be absorbed. Easier to make parathas, the stuffing will not ooze out when you're rolling or pressing. Now to make instant upma mix with around 2 tablespoons of oil, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, handful of cashew nuts, a teaspoon of chana dal and urad dal, chopped carrots. I sprinkle in very little of salt, cover it up with a lid, in which way the carrots will get softened fast. When you can see they have become tender, I add in 2 onions and 4 green chilies, a cup of extra coarse semolina. I roast the rava until it's nice and piping hot. Adding in sufficient amount of salt, desiccated coconut and lime. We do not add any fresh coconut and coriander leaves to this recipe as it will get spoilt during the travel. We'll add in dry parsley later to get the taste of the herbs. I transfer the mix into a large plate for it to cool down completely before I store it in a Ziploc bag. Now to make puliogre gojju, I have a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, handful of peanuts, a teaspoon of chana dal, urad dal, MTR puliyogre powder, tamarind pulp, jaggery, and we let it come to a good bubble. This puliyogre gujju can be stored for a very long time, making it perfect to carry during travel. I also make another gujju ready using peas. With oil, mustard seeds, chana dal, urad dal, 2 onions, 4 green chilies, 2 cups of frozen peas that I saute for 4 minutes time. And then I add in 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric powder, salt to taste, half a fresh lime to make chitranna later. I now add in dry parsley to all the dishes. Yeah, it will do. If you're done with yours. And then one last thing to do is to finish off making the parathas. The most tedious work made all easy using the roti pressing machine. There are 2 sizes available. A bigger one is 12 by 12 inches and the smaller one is 9.5 by 9.5 inches. Works so good. I have sent the first one, the roti pressing machine that I had bought. I have given it to Shreya that she uses in Birmingham to make chapatis and parathas. Kids do not have to struggle in rolling the chapatis anymore. Shreya uses it almost every day, and parathas keep her filled up for a good long time is what she says. I'm leaving all the details of this pressing machine in the description box and also on screen that you can contact the seller to buy for yourself. I had the stuffing in the fridge, which will help to absorb all the moisture, and the stuffing will not ooze out when pressed or rolled. So basically I use a fistful portion of the dough to make the small disc, and then I keep the stuffing in the center, lift up the edges holding the center point secure, keeping it at the center, and I press and rotate. I press again and I rotate. I do this on all 4 sides, in which way the dough and the stuffing will be evenly distributed. I open the top butter sheet and place it on the tawa upside down. So easy that I can now make a big portion of parathas, almost around 30 parathas, by just pressing, that anyone can do at home, including small kids and men at home. It's that easy that you can distribute the work to any member of the family. Shreya gives me a hand in making the parathas. We Indians need Indian food wherever we are, even on a holiday to France. We made some chapatis as well with the remaining dough using the same pressing machine. ನೀನು ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಲೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಪುಳಿಯೋಗರೆದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದಕ್ಕಷ್ಟೇ. Very important to make it secure, so we are going for double, triple layers in Ziploc bags, as these food bags will be the something that we'll be storing along with the travel bags in our suitcases. Girls are always happy in giving me a helping hand in the kitchen. Shreya packs the parathas in a set of 3, just in case we want to carry them in our handbags. Then this way it will be easy, and Saniko packs the rest of the stuff. We are done with the packing and we are ready to fly on a holiday. Come on, there won't be like no. We are done with the packing and we are ready to fly on a holiday. We took Air France from Newcastle upon Tyne, a direct flight to Paris. It's an hour and a half journey, with France being an hour ahead for us. It's almost midday now. The most amazing feeling being on holiday is you are actually above the clouds. Not just in saying, but literally living the moment of being on clouds. Paris, here we are. Ready to explore the capital city of France? This girl of ours, Shreya, is a travel guide who does an amazing job planning and organizing the itinerary for every holiday. And Santosh looks into the major stuff of making the bookings, and they together are a great team, making every trip a memorable one for us. As we landed, we made a quick check-in and headed out straight away as we wanted to make the most of the rest of the day. Our accommodation was very close to the Eiffel Tower. Now, very important thing to bear in mind, Easter is a very, very, very busy time. It was very crowded. Santosh had made all the bookings way beforehand for all the tourist attractions. Even then, we couldn't get the tickets to go to the rooftop as all the tickets were sold out way beforehand, and also the elevator that takes you to the second floor was completely sold out. So what we did instead, we booked to go to the second floor, walking up the stairs. And as we really didn't want to miss out this iconic structural view, and honestly speaking, it was so fun walking and climbing up the stairs. If you have known us, you all know how much we love trekking as a family. And very important, wear comfortable shoes throughout the trip. You will not be complaining by the end of the day. This is the first floor view. There are restaurants, quick grabs, and the view is amazing from all sides. And yes, it is fun walking up the stairs. Now, we booked our tickets through the official Eiffel Tower website. Also, make sure to compare the prices for the days as it varies, so you can choose and pick a date which is convenient for you and plan accordingly, with the price on mind, of course. And we reach the second floor now. It is quite a walk, but the feel is all amazing. The view of Eiffel Tower is magnificent from all sides, and it just doesn't get enough. There are so many places that you can just walk around the tower to get a nice view and pictures. As you can see, it's the peak of holiday season. We are now heading to sit down and just watch the Eiffel Tower lit up. As it's summer, with the increase of daylight, it does take a while for the lights to be lit up. So make sure to check the timings as it varies according to the weather. A sparkling display every evening after sunset for 5 minutes time every hour until 11 p.m. It's so beautiful that the camera doesn't make any justice to what it actually feels. Right, so we walked back towards our accommodation, and we are here at an Italian restaurant called Amalfi Pizza. And honestly speaking, we got vegetarian options easily available, and it tasted excellent. Next day, for morning breakfast, we opened a paratha packs. They came in super helpful as we are heading to Disneyland Paris today. I applied a good amount of puliogre goju to enjoy. As you can all see, this is a very cute dress from H&M and very comfy shoes that matched all my outfits for the entire trip. We chose to use metro every day, topped up our cards to and fro. We found it to be very economical traveling in Paris with just €5 to go to Disneyland and come back as well. So basically it was €2.50 per head, single ticket which covers all zones in Paris. So you buy your Easy Go Euro Pass for just €2. You can top it up every day as how much you will need. And here we are, super excited like a child to be in Parks Disneyland. Disneyland offers 2 parks, Walt Disney Studio and Disneyland Park. Basically a theme park with rides and 5 enchanted lands. We chose to go to Disneyland Park, and yes, we had made the bookings way beforehand through Get Your Guide site for the entire day. It is indeed a world of magic that inspires imagination. A beautiful fairy tale setting that you can immerse yourself as a little child. We wanted to do everything and see everything, walk everywhere, just live in the fantasyland, enchanting world of fairy tales. The train at the start is the one that takes you around, covering many enchanted lands. And one thing that you cannot miss is the parade. The parade is so vibrant, it's beautiful, filled with colorful floats, beloved Disney, Pixar, Marvel characters. It has music and it has choreography, iconic characters like Mickey, Minnie, and Disney princesses as well. It has themed segments showcasing Disney stories and classics as well. It's a joyful celebration of magic and wonder, perfect for families and Disney fans like me. So make sure to check on the parade timings before you go and make sure you catch hold of a place with a good view that you really don't want to miss. You can see how busy it is. Disneyland Paris iconic castle. The castle design is indeed enchanting. It's like a fairy tale like structure with towers and turrets. It's stone faced and it has intricate details. It has this majestic and whimsical architecture, is what I can say, that just holds up everyone to take pictures. But what I gathered at the end of the day, we came back to this entrance many a times at a lesser busier time, which will be a lot easier for you to take pictures than doing it at the start when everybody wants to take pictures, making it more crowded, taking away a lot of time. Now the queues for every ride is so busy. We almost waited for 90 minutes to get on every ride. The queues were extremely big, even for food stalls as well and restaurants. And these parathas came in very handy that we could munch on. So yeah, do carry some food in your bags, which will come in very handy. Peter Pan was the most amazing ride that I loved the most. Okay, na? And I would highly recommend you all to do that. But it's for you to go and enjoy them in person. So I haven't captured any of it. I lived the moments and enjoyed it with my family. Disneyland is not just for little ones. It's a fantasy land that even grown-ups will be bouncing up like a little child. Walking through Disneyland Paris, I'm surrounded by childhood magic. The twinkling lights, iconic characters, and the nostalgic charm bring a huge smile to my face. Who says Disney is just for kids? I'm just reliving memories and making new ones too. I just feel carefree and joyful. It's pure happiness. So we spent an entire day exploring Disneyland.
ಶುಗರ್ ನನಗೇನಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೋಡೋಣ ಕುಕ್ಕಿ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಯಕತ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ನಿಂದು
The following day, on the third day in Paris, I thought of using the upma mix. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೀರು ಫುಲ್ ಹಾಂ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಲೋಟದ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್
ಮನೆಗೆ ಕೆಟಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೂವರೆ ಲೀಟರ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬಾಟಲ್ ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ
ಒಂದು ಬಾಟಲ್ ಸಾಕು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ ಸಾಕಾ
ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೂವರೆ ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ
ಇದು ಒಂದು ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಹಾಕಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರಲಿ Santosh bought these cherry tomatoes and water bottles and yogurt pot as well and a pack of Pringles from a superstore that was very close. So yes, you can grab and pick a few essentials easily. So I added the tomatoes and upma mix to the boiling water. Having a good breakfast to begin the day is super good that we can start exploring and it's all good until lunchtime.
So, pepper.
ವೆರಿ
ರಬ್ಬರಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಐತಿ ಏನು
ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ರು.
We took the metro again, plus we walked a lot from one point of attraction to another, setting a route. We almost walked around 21,000 steps every single day. My fit for today is from New Look. Wide leg jeans, white blouse and a waistcoat. And yes, my shoes as well is from New Look. The jacket is from Shein, which I had bought long time back. So the first stop is a very beautiful street with houses on both the sides. It's calm and serene. The colors of each and every building is different to one another. The doors and the windows are in contrast to the building color, making it look very appealing to the eyes. This street is called Rue Cremio. From there, we continued walking to Jardin des Plantes, which is in a walkable distance, enjoying the architectural buildings. We headed towards the Pantheon. It's a great architectural, massive building. It's an all good feel to just walk and see. We didn't enter but just enjoyed the view of the building from outside. We as a family love to see the city vibes, enjoying the local food and walk as much as we can, in which way we can actually explore and feel the city. We then reached Notre Dame, the cathedral, a place of faith over 860 years. With it being Easter, it was heavily crowded. Built in the 12th century, this Catholic cathedral is renowned for its stunning French Gothic architecture and holds a special place in the hearts of Parisians. We have walked a lot and we are very hungry, but have very limited time in hand as we have made a booking Louvre Museum through the official website and are now looking for a quick grab. We found cheese and tomato panini that filled us up. All these people have booked in for 4 p.m. slot. The Louvre pyramid is a striking glass pyramid. It's the main entrance to the museum. The pyramid's modern design contrasts beautifully with the historic, creating a unique and iconic landmark. Its sleek, geometric shape and gleaming glass reflect the surrounding architecture, making it a popular spot for photos where everyone holds the top of the pyramid. This museum in Paris is one of the world's largest and the most famous museums. It's housed in a stunning former royal palace and features an impressive collection of art and artifacts from around the world, including the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, and it also has ancient Egyptian, Greek and Roman art. So this was us for day 3. Day 4, me and Shreya both wearing new look fits. I'm wearing the same jeans with casual white top and a layer of blue cardigan with gold buttons that I had taken during Christmas time. We headed to the very popular Café Carré for breakfast. The very popular whipped cream served with hot chocolate and croissant. Santosh had pancakes and I took a breakfast platter. It is very busy for breakfast, but that's the whole idea for enjoying your holidays in the most popular tourist attractions. I would say it was too pricey and a bit hyped too. Quite a big bill for what was actually served. Fresh bakers, which are spread all over Paris, serve excellent croissant at a far better price. But The joy of being on a holiday is to explore new things, new attractions which are popular, but enjoy the fresh bakeries is what I would say. We then headed to Arc de Triomphe, which is an iconic monument in Paris, honoring the soldiers who fought and died for France. It's a symbol of French history and patriotism. It's a popular spot for tourists and locals as well. Arc de Triomphe is located in the center of Place Charles de Gaulle. It's a must-see landmark in Paris. And if you start walking down the street, Avenues des Champs Élysées is a massive street with big outlets, big brands on both sides that you would just love walking down the street. It's one of the most famous avenues in the world for upscale shopping, dining, theatres, cafes, luxury brands, and iconic French stores. It's a hub of Parisian life, blending elegance and excitement. We spotted McDonald's, so had our lunch there with veggie beanie wrap and some fries, which we shouldn't have. Instead, we came across La Pistachierie on our way. It's a lovely store, so popular, so queued up. We waited for hours to get the most popular pistachio flavored. Everything, whatever was available in the store, was in pistachio flavor. So we were so tempted, even though we were so full. We had this freshly made pistachio pancakes that was loaded with pistachios in the batter as a dip and pistachio bits all over as well. We enjoyed it, and then we headed home for an early dinner, made some parathas for Chotu.
I'll take after.
ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಲಾ?
ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಚಮಚ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು
ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ. ಹಾಂ
ಇದು ಸಾಕು ನಾನು ಈಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸುಶಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ 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 ಇಲ್ಲ
ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಐತಿ ಇದ್ರಾಗ.
ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೋ ನೀನು, ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಗೋ. ಶ್ರೀ 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 ಇಷ್ಟು ತಗೋ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ನಮ್ದ ಅಪ್ಪ ನಂದಿನ ಆಯ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನಂದು.
ಉಪ್ಪು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ಇನ್ನೂ ಉಪ್ಪು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ ಖಾರ ಆಗೈತಾ?
ಓಕೆ.
ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಗೊಜ್ಜು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೈತಿ.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ನಾನು ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ.
ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ? ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ?
ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ, ನಾನು ಹಂಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ.
ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಿಂತೀರ ಅದನ್ನ?
ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು.
2 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಟ್
ಬೇಡ 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 ಶೇಖ, ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಹಂಗೆ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪಿ. ಹೋಲ್ ಬೇಕಾ?
ಕೈ ತೆಗೆದು ನಾನು ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಪ್ಪಿ ಶ್ರೇಯು, ನಿಂಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಮ್ಮ?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೊಸರು
ಖಾರ ಅಂತ ಕತ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಖಾರ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೇನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅನ್ನ ಅನ್ನ
ಬ್ಲೂಬೆರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಸ್ಬೆರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡಪ್ಪ. ನನಗೇನು ಬೇಡ, ಸಾಕು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ,
ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡೋಣ.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲೇ
and we had peas chitranna. As we had a cruise booked for 9 p.m, we chose this time in particular to see the city lights.
A lo largo del crucero pasaremos bajo 22 puentes. Energéticas depuradas. De comentario continuo.
ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ, ಸಿಟಿ ಲೈಟ್. ಇನ್ನೂ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ.
Seine River cruise that passes by the Eiffel Tower at night. These cruises offer stunning views of Paris's landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower, with its lights twinkle and sparkle. It's a great way to experience the city's magic. We got to see the Eiffel Tower lit up again as it was 10 p.m. after the cruise trip. Last day of our trip using the leftover rice to make puliogre.
Because I'm eating my breakfast. Puliogre.
We have almost packed our bags and ready to leave. Also, every street has fresh bakeries that offers breakfast that you can take. We had this bakery right down our accommodation that we loved getting freshly made croissant from there. We are almost ready to leave and waiting for Santosh. Can't resist holding these warm croissant, and so we had to eat it. We are set to go. We take single way today and we are on our way to keep our bags in storage until it's time for us to fly. So on the way we came across Opera and then we went to Grand Palais, Petit Palais, Passage des Panoramas. It's a lovely street for just restaurants. We went to Beau and Me, sat down, ate some good food after all the walk, and then we spent the rest of our time at the most stunning shopping mall, Galerie Lafayette Osman. It's an iconic department stores in Paris for high-end fashion and luxury brands. It has this stunning view from the rooftop terrace, beautiful architecture, and it has this ornate details, wide range of products from fashion to home goods. It's located on Boulevard Haussmann near Opera Garnier. The store's Art Nouveau dome and the rooftop views are particularly popular, providing a panoramic view of the city. It's a shopper's paradise and a must-visit destination in Paris. We were in awe seeing this shopping mall. It is a super stunning that you've got to visit it in person. We then headed to the airport, made a check-in with our bags, saying goodbye to Paris. Can be bittersweet. We carried souvenirs in our hands and a whole lot of wonderful memories that are now treasured in our hearts and mind. Paris definitely has our hearts that we would love to come back again sometime soon. I tried my best to keep this video informative with all that I could. I hope you found it useful and fun to watch it. Do visit Paris with your family and you will love it as much as we did. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.